What is up? What is up? All right, so we are gonna go over the fancy Frenchies and what has been going on since last time, right? Since we got our fancy Frenchies, are they dead? Is the project gone? What is going on? So that is what we're gonna go over. I'm gonna show you their Twitter. We're gonna go over their Discord. We're gonna go over all the crazy roller coaster ride that the admins have pretty much given the holders, the audience, and we're gonna go over what Solana art is looking like, as well as Yahoo Finance, which dropped some. They dropped an article on Fancy Frenchies, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna go over that, and we're gonna end it with some other cool news that you'll have to wait to see that page. So yeah, so right now let's get it going. Fancy Frenchies, this is their website, their official website, fancyfrenchinft.com. Do not go to any other website. Fancy Frenchies, don't go to that. Fancy Frenchy NFT. All right, so you could buy on Solana Art, you could buy on Digital Eyes, you could check the rarity here, giving back. So they from the get-go, they said they were here on the roadmap, they said they were gonna go and every 7 days we will donate 7% of our weekly volume to a charity that helps rescue dogs that are neglected. This will be done live on our Discord and allow the Fancy French community to afflict real world change. So they have been giving back $30,000 donated so far. I mean, it's something. It's not like whoa, but then again, the project is only like a month old or something, so it's pretty good for a month. Since receiving your donation, we completed 15 surgeries, 10 were major, and we have more coming up this week, from orthopedic surgeries for dogs and cats who were hit by cars, and all the way to an open heart surgery for a cute little puppy. Thanks so much again for paying for all of these surgeries, Eldad, founder of Hope for Paws. So that is pretty freaking cool. Holding the NFT and expecting a return is one thing, which saying we all kind of get in the space for. But being able to help, these puppies or whatnot, it's pretty cool. But other than that, this is the roadmap, guys. What other promises have they been keeping up with? Because that one of giving back, they've been keeping up with that. So that's a check on that one. But let's see what else. They'll continue to roll out, begin phase 2 of marketing. It says they were going to get different angles that have not yet been revealed. I'm not really sure how they've been marketing. But I'll show you a little bit of marketing that they've done. And maybe the Yahoo Finance, which I doubt it. I don't think you can like tell them to pay them or whatever so that they can write an article on you. But then again, I don't know. Maybe that is one of their angles to go and market. So yeah, every 7 days, yeah, they've done that. 50% breeding system will be integrated, allowing Frenchie holders to breed a baby Frenchie. The holder will not need more than one NFT. We're getting super creative with this function and can't wait for you to see it in action. At the moment, I haven't heard anything about this yet. So I'm going to be honest, that one is still, they haven't really said anything. But then again, maybe we're not at 50% yet. That's another thing. So I'm not sure when we're going to be at 50%. What did they mean by that? I don't know. We'll go to the Discord and I'll show you what I can see so far in a little bit. But yeah, that's 50%. Breeding program, which everybody was excited about, is one of the main things that I got in the program for, to mint a baby Frenchie. And I'm saying, I think that is a really good angle to play in the NFT market, being able to have this art piece with this art piece, make another art piece and have a baby. I think that's really cool. So other systems might end up, other NFT projects might end up implementing something like that, and some already have. But yeah, so a limited Fancy Frenchie merch drop will be available to Fancy Frenchie NFT holders. There will be shirts, hats, hoodies, and even dog products available. Also have a few other crazy merch concepts. Stay tuned. The merch drop, they have not really said anything other than I just read today. I don't be checking it every day, guys. I'll be checking it every, you know what I'm saying, 3 days or so. But I read today that for all the little dogs, all the little Frenchies that have a hat, they're gonna be making hats for them. So you can buy a hat or something like that. We'll go over that in detail right now in the Discord. They're kind of already kind of starting to roll out. So I mean, one major thing is they are not a rug pull project, which a lot of other projects have been just rug pulling. A lot of other projects have just been kind of disappearing and not really being there for their holders and for their audience. But they're pretty good on that aspect as far as like, hey, you know, we're here, da da da. Even though they've just been kind of giving excuses for a good while, which he did come out and apologize. We'll go over all that. But yeah, you know, so that's one thing that I give them, that they are here for the community, and it's not a rug pull, so that's good. uh, but yeah, so we'll see how that goes as far as them dropping merch and all that. 100%. This project will never reach 100% completion because we'll never be satisfied. We aim to help millions of dogs find the love and stability they deserve through our contributions and the community support. So Discord, Twitter, and Instagram. We're gonna go over here to their Twitter. And right here under Twitter, you can go and adopt your Fancy Frenchie at solanaR.io. We'll go and check that out in just a bit. And right here, fancyfrenchienft.com. That is where I was just at on the website. Fancy Frenchie. So they pinned this tweet from October 4th, and this is the Yahoo Finance that I was telling you. So we're gonna go ahead and click on that. So check out what Yahoo Finance had to say. So they said the latest NFT project to take over the metaverse while making a change, Fancy Frenchies. All right, so non-fungible tokens or NFTs have become extremely popular this past year. Yup, generating millions of dollars. The industry grew nearly 300% in 2020 alone, and this year it continues to scale its success exponentially. All right, so the NFT sales totaling over 2.5 billion just in the first half of 2021, guys. That is major, major, major. So Fancy Frenchies have been acquiring the spotlight and have garnered the support of various celebrities such as Tory Lanez and Steve Aoki, and athletes such as James Bouknight and Kendrick Nunn. A collection of 10,000 Frenchies were released in the fast-growing Solana blockchain on September 16 and sold out in 2 minutes. I was there, guys. I was there. It was insane. These furry friends are the latest addition to the NFT community. Like other tokens, Fancy Frenchies are digital assets backed by blockchain technology. So 1 out of 1 pink and white cyborg Frenchie was minted for 2 Solana and ended up selling for $50,000, which I made a video on that. And it was crazy. It was literally like the second or third day after they minted it for $300, sorry, for 2 Solana, which was $300 at that time, just less than a month ago or so. And 2-3 days later, they sold it for $50,000. That is a hell of a flip. Hell of a flip. Beyond selling digital assets and building an empire, Fancy Frenchies is dedicated to helping rescue charities. So that is where they, you know, come up differently, because they are making a change in the real world by helping all these dogs and animals in general. As y'all could see when I read what I read just a minute ago, talking about they helped some cats as well with surgeries. So that's awesome. Whether you're a cat lover or a dog lover, you can get on board with the project. Beyond selling digital assets and building an empire, They are dedicated to helping animals. Da, 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 da. So they are on a mission. They are on a mission not to only redefine the status quo in the NFT industry, but also to be able to use the digital assets to afflict change in the real world, which is what I just said. So that is pretty cool. Pretty cool that they got featured on Yahoo Finance, Yahoo News. It is pretty big, pretty big. So we'll see if we can gain some more traction with these fancy Frenchies. Right now, some of them are below floor price. I checked, like I'm telling, like 2, 3 days ago, and some were below floor price. So they were selling them under what they were minted for, which is crazy, but not unheard of. Other projects have done the same after they were minted. They ended up selling for less, but as time went on, and the project ended up making more strides and making moves, just brought their value up, right? So I'm not fully out of the well, I'm not out at all. But I was a little, after they launched, and then they were not saying anything about the breeding program. They said we were going to get airdropped a Fancy Frenchie, and that didn't happen. Next thing you know, they're like, oh, well, we can't airdrop everybody a Fancy Frenchie, so we're just going to have 10 winners. Only 10 people are going to get a Fancy Frenchie. So when you're talking about 10,000 Fancy Frenchies, and then you're talking about only 10 people, like a 0.01%. So that's a lot of people that I'm pretty sure got upset. I was one of those people. You can't just be changing stuff around when you're launching a project and stuff. It makes you look bad. So that was kind of like but again, they have been, saying, kind of making up for it, making moves. So they're not at standstill, which is a really good indicator that this project is not done at all. It's not done yet with their race, to the top of the mountain. So they are definitely still in the race. They are definitely still making moves, and we'll see how it ends up playing out. But they are giving you staking rewards. So since they did end up finally coming up with a way to give you staking rewards, this is okay. So here, right here, the Fancy Frenchies NFT are prestigious to hold and brag about. But what if they made you richer just simply by holding them and keeping them in your wallet? 50% of fees from trading volume will be sent weekly to holders starting October 8th. Today's like the 6th. No, today's the 5th. So in 3 days, 50% of the fees from trading volume will be broken down and sent to the holders. So if those 50% of fees are, let's say, $1,000 or whatever, right? It's probably going to be way more, but let's just say $1,000 to give you this example. And there is 10,000 holders. Those rewards, those staking rewards, are only going to be paid out to the people that are holding them in their wallet. Anybody that is holding it for sale, that they have it on Solana Art or wherever for sale, those people will not be receiving the rewards. You only receive the staking rewards, which I believe is Solana. You get paid out in Solana, and you get a little bit of Solana into your wallet every single week just by holding them in your wallet. So that is pretty cool. I read something on the comments. Somebody was calling them out and talking trash, which, I mean, there's always somebody, right? But there was somebody on there that was talking about, man, that's such like a little bit of money. This is a joke and this and that, which, I mean, it might be a little bit of money, and it might not be something that's like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting $50 a week or whatever. You might end up getting maybe a Solana or something like that, but at the same less than a Solana. Let's say you're getting $1.50 worth of Solana a week. But at the same time, because I'm not too sure exactly, I have to do the math, and I haven't been able to figure out exactly how to do the math. So we're gonna have to wait until we actually start getting paid, and then I'll come back and make a video and show you exactly how much we're getting in staking rewards for holding our Frenchies, which I have 2 of them. So yeah, like I was saying, it might not be a lot, but at the same time, there's some projects out there that are just at standstill. They're not really doing anything as far as gaining value. And you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not making anything out of it. So with Fancy Frenchies, at least we get something, is my point, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool. You cannot deny that. That just for holding the art, you get staking rewards. That is pretty cool. They were not sure how they were going to be able to do this. They, as I'll show you in a bit on the Discord, this is what they shared. Because they said we were gonna get staking rewards, and then they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys, we ran into some legal problems. We gotta see da 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 da." And it was just kind of like, "Damn, again, bro! Like, come on! Like, why don't y'all make announcements after y'all already have like a basis, a platform, a foundation? You know what I'm saying? You already spoke to the lawyers to see what the heck y'all are doing. You're just throwing stuff out there, and then you're coming back to the community and you're like, yeah, on second thought, we're gonna do this instead of this, like, which is nothing. They're not doing nothing, right? And that's kind of it gets you upset, pisses you off. It gets you like, what the heck? But finally, they came through. So again, roller coaster, guys, roller coaster. It gets you upset, but then it's like, okay. So they were able to go and get it done. But this is the Yahoo Finance that they shared, explaining that NFT mania has reached such a fever pitch. So okay, let me see where, because they're talking about Visa buying a non-fungible token, which I'll go over. That meant that we were observers. Da, 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 da. So they're pretty much asking if an NFT is a security, which according to the SEC, they could be a security, but people are like, how is it security? It's not a security. But then again, Visa's not buying JPEG image because of the art. They're buying it because they expect to make a return on the investment, which is a security, something that you expect to make a return on investment. But there are other NFTs, we're going to read this, but there are other NFTs that are moving even more clearly into securities territory, particularly by offering revenue distributions to current holders. 2 examples are Buzz Bears and Lazy Lions, with both, which both attach certain governance rights to ownership. That, according to the projects, can include the right to redistribute the profits from future sales to current holders. Buzz Bears even has a staking system that lets you hibernate your bears to increase returns. And the organizers are promising to sell merchandise to fill a DAO controlled by holders. So yeah, that's probably a security, baby. So you know what I'm saying? Like, these NFT projects are getting really creative on how they can generate wealth for their holders, which is awesome. You know, no one's gonna complain about that. That is really good, especially for the holders and for the people that are looking into the new wave that is happening right now at this early stage. So it's really good for us, but at the same time, now the SEC and the regulators are starting to take notice and be like, yo, whoa, whoa. And, you know, all they want is not to protect you. They're not trying to protect the consumers, the investors. You know, they're trying to get a piece of the cake. They're trying to exploit us and get a piece of our cake, of our pie, of our gains, which they have no right to. But, you know, we'll see what ends up happening. So they were having trouble with it, but this was before, this article and the news that they shared on Discord was before they actually went and had this posted. So they confirmed it. They went and did what they had to do, and then they put this out. Solana News So on the Discord, they were like, check it out. We were featured on Solana News. And then you come and you check this out. And I mean, that's cool and stuff, but hashtag sponsored. So you weren't featured, you featured yourself. Just to be honest, you know, you featured yourself, hashtag sponsored. So Solana News, you know, Solana, they got paid from Fancy Frenchies in order to put this out, which I mean, it's still good marketing, which is what as a community you want. You want them to do some kind of marketing. But it would have been way cooler if Solana had just picked this up and been like, yo, we need to put this out there. But this was a sponsored news article. So with that being said, let's go to the next thing, which is the Solana art.io. So now we're gonna see exactly how much the Fancy Frenchies are going for at the moment. So those, I guess those are the hot collections. These are the top collections. Fancy Frenchies. Come on. Okay. What? I can't click on it. How do I click on it? There we go. So Fancy Frenchies. As you can see, the floor price is at 1.55 Solana. So the floor price is lower, but at the same time, you have to understand that Solana was at was at $150 whenever we went into this project. All right, so $150 times two, we got it at $300 per Frenchie. So $300 to mint at mint price. Right now, Solana currently is at how much is Solana at? Let's just figure out how much Solana is at just real quick. Solana price. All right. So Solana is like at 160, 170, but we're going to check just the exact price. $164 right now. Okay. So it has gone up 162 now. It did go up to 170 or so, but $162. So whenever you put that into perspective, it 1.5 Solana right now would end up being 160 plus half of 160 would be 80, 82. So 160 plus 80, you're looking at $240. So you're at $240, which is still $60 cheaper than what it was minted at. So what I was getting to is that as Solana goes up, the projects end up rebalancing for the most part. On Ethereum, some projects they stay the same, but some projects that are not worth that Ethereum, they will go down. And you know what I'm saying? So if Ethereum right now you're asking $300 for it, and Ethereum is at whatever price it's at, when Ethereum doubles, you'll be asking 600 for it. And if people didn't even want to pay 300, you have to lower the Ethereum value so it would match the fiat value, if that makes sense. So 1.55 Solana, and that is the cheapest one. After that is 1.6, 1.6, 1.7, 1.7, 1.7. So, I mean, there's a couple at around that price, but once those Fancy Frenchies get swept, we will go back to floor price of 2 Solana. And some of these people, look at that, they bought it for 170, selling it for 197, just trying to get a quick little flip. Some of these people really got tore up over here at the bottom. 475, selling it for 175. So it's just trying to get rid of it at this point, which I mean is kind of sad, but people are just they're just jumping into things. They don't even know what the heck is going on, and then next thing you know, they're just like, oh, I need to get my money back. Don't invest any money that you're not willing to lose, or that you're not, any project that you're not really willing to give it a chance. As far as time, it takes time for projects to do what the roadmap said they were going to do. they are only a month into this project. I have faith. I have faith that this is not the end of Fancy Frenchies. And as more innovation comes in with the team, as far as them actually going and getting the breeding program going, and these staking rewards actually start paying out, and we're able to see how much Solana we're getting just for holding our Frenchies and all of that, it's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, now let's go to the Discord and end it with the Discord. So we're gonna go and check this out from 9:25. They opened up so this was again September 25. They opened up a new chat where verified Frenchie owners were gonna be able to chat in there. So they're just trying to get rid of, like, saying the other people that are just not even holding and they're just in there, and just put the holders into one verified chat so that saying we could be in there discussing whatever. And they're gonna put news and giveaways and all kinds of stuff that is only for the owners, which is pretty cool. Uh-oh, they're knocking at my door, so I'm just gonna fly through this real quick. But yeah, this is the news that they were talking about, that you can go on there. But again, it's mostly paid promotion. But still, if you aren't verified yet, they're talking about the staking, and then they were talking about, oh, this is how it's gonna work. And then they were talking about, oh, this is where he was apologizing. Over the 13 days, we have learned a lot and noticed a lot about ourselves. We're not keeping our promises. We don't mean to violate the law. So sorry, but we'll let you know. That's pretty much what it said on there. And then right here, they shared the donation they made for Hugo. They saved this dog, which was pretty cool. One of the people actually holding a Fancy Frenchie emailed them or send them a message, and they helped them out and they paid for the surgery, which was real cool. But yeah, they made a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, so we can go and verify ourselves and vote for whatever is coming up next as a community, which is another really good thing. So I mean, they have done, and the DAO decided that we're gonna get the staking rewards. So that's pretty cool. Some three people right here, they got a Fancy Frenchie. So 3 Fancy Frenchies were minted, 1 ultra rare, 1 rare, and 1 regular. No, I'm sorry, not 1 regular. 2 people got a Frenchie, and 1 person got $700 of Solana. So they're giving out rewards and all kinds of stuff. These were the winners. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna end it there. Fancy Frenchies. Let's see what we can do. And let's see if we can go ahead and get our Fancy Frenchie over the floor price of 2 Solana. With that being said, we'll see y'all next time.